Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. Welcome back if you are returning to the channel, and welcome if you are new. Today we are asking for a message from the person on your mind, or in fact let's say the person on your heart and mind. Now, some of you will be tuning into this reading because this connects to love and intimacy, but for others this could be a working relationship, a friend, a family member. So we will do the readings in a particular way. The timing of my doing this reading is really astrologically perfect for relationships, which is why I'm doing it. The energy is absolutely primed to really tune into a level of profound communication at a level of soul within relationship. As I'm doing this reading, Venus is actually sitting with the North Node. So we are really in a position to lean into this energy and really make an inquiry to hear a message from the person on your heart and mind. Now, I'm going to do the reading, as I said, in a particular way. We'll do the reading in a sort of a general way to find out what kind of messages are coming through from the person that you are thinking about. And because some of you will be interested in love, others not, I will draw love messages for the readings as well, but I'll leave them to the sort of second part of the reading. So the messages we'll get coming through will really help us to know how this person is feeling, thinking, and what they really wish to say to you, what this message is. But we will then move into the territory of love very specifically towards the end of the reading for those of you that really want to get those extra details around love and intimacy. So that's what we are doing today. As I was preparing my space and tuning in with these beautiful crystals, we have 3 crystal hearts, 3 cards. The cards that came out are remarkable given the subject matter of our reading, truly. I don't know why I'm surprised, but I'm always blown away by readings. I sort of think the day I'm not, you should probably wheel me away and I won't do any more readings. I'm always blown away. I'm always it's always like wow for me. And actually for me, that's part of my, I don't know, for me it's the appreciation of reading, is to always have the wow factor, to be, wow, I can't believe this is what's coming through. So yeah, I think when I'm no longer engaged in that way, then I probably should not be reading for you anymore. Hopefully that's not going to happen. Okay, so let's look at these piles. I would encourage you to really get centered, and because if you have more than one person that you want to inquire about, then most definitely really tune in with each of those people separately. So really try and sit with the person on your heart and mind, keep them very present and their energy very present with you. And if you are also even dreaming of calling in someone, if you're looking for love and you're just wanting to tune in with that, or even calling in a business partnership, tune in with the energy of the person that you hope to bring in and see what messages come through for you. So maybe there could be more than one message as well, as always. You know, there could be more than one pile that's speaking to you. This could be about different people, or it could be about different things that the person on your heart and mind wishes to communicate with you. So let's have a look at the cards. Let me show them to you in more detail. So pile 1, we have... you can see why I was blown away by these. So pile 1, we have the card of Sacred Union. All of the cards, by the way, I will list them in the description below for you if you want to check them out. These are Rumi cards. So pile 1, you have Sacred Union. And this is sitting with the Howlite heart. Really beautiful crystal. Beautiful stone, rather. But so this is the Howlite heart sitting with Sacred Union. Then we have, for pile 2, we have Enter the Garden of Delights. This is for pile 2. You can see, I'm sure, why I was like, wow, these cards are just something else for a relationship reading. So Enter the Garden of Delights. This is pile 2. And pile 2 has the Tiger Eye crystal. This is what it looks like. Okay. And pile 3 Pile 3 has the card Sacred Convergence. Yet again, you'll see exactly why I was blown away by these cards. Sacred Convergence. Just mind-blowing, isn't it? I mean, it is just mind-blowing. What magical cards. I think we're going to be very gifted in today's readings. I really do. We already are. Sacred Convergence for pile 3, sitting with the Aventurine heart here. Show this to you. Okay, so that is for pile 3. So, my beautiful souls, I will leave the video running just a little bit longer so you can really tune in with the different piles. You have 3 beautiful crystal hearts, you have 3 beautiful cards, and we will see what comes through for us in the readings. I am mega excited. The energy is phenomenal. It really, really is. And as I said, astrologically today is primed for this reading. It really, really is. So I look forward to seeing you in just a few moments. Tons and tons of love. I will see you in the readings soon. And if more than one are singing to you, then trust your instinct. And I always think go with whatever is coming through for you. But do try to hold one person in your mind at a time. Tons of love, beautiful souls. I'll see you in the readings in just a moment. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. Sacred Union, wow, this is about surrender. It's really surrendering to love. So let's find out what the message is from the person on your heart and mind. I'm seeing this, and also actually this one. Let us get a message from the person on your heart and mind. The person on your heart and mind. May we kindly 2 cards from this pack as well. And I'm going to draw some tea leaves. Let's just see what we have here. Look at the way they're just opening up here really beautifully. I think we will have this card here. I think we will have this one here. I'm seeing this and those 2 actually, most definitely coming through here as well. And actually this one here. Okay, let's put these out of our way. Look at your oracle cards first. We will then dive into tarot cards and love messages as well. So let's see what we have. First off, you have, okay, you've got, oh my goodness me, so you have the New Pearl, you have Benevolent Guide, and you have Separation. I think this is somebody who you are currently not with, or there's been a separation, or even a problem between you. For some of you, maybe there is a bit of discord between you. But I think there has been a parting of the ways. I wonder if this is a coming back together. Let's have a look. We have Wisdom. We have Journey's End. Okay, Sacred Union. This is a card of surrender. Do you know, curiously enough, with Journey's End and Wisdom, I sort of want to say it may be actually that it may actually be that the person on your heart and mind is actually considering parting company, and that you're being asked to surrender to this parting. I'm going to need a lot more cards for you, but I do feel this person is sort of, I don't know whether this person is feeling as though there are too many differences between you, and they would like you to surrender to the journey's end. I mean, it's very interesting to have journey's end and the parting of the ways. Now, this could, of course, be a love and intimacy relationship. It may not be. It may be for some of you a working relationship or even a friendship. If this is a parting of the ways, it is because something else is coming in with benevolent guide. You're being moved forwards. Now, pearls start with like an irritant. It's like a grain of sand. And I think if there's a parting of the ways, it is because there is something better. Now, another message that is possible from someone on your heart and mind is that they would like you to part company with something that you have. Maybe you are involved in something that isn't working for you, and the person on your heart and mind would like you to separate and come away from it, to step away from it, in order to perhaps be together. We have eagle, triumph over troubles, obstacles. We have claw, be careful, do not take risks. We have peacock, beware of great pride. I'm hearing pride comes before a fall. We have career and vulture. Depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you, vulture. And then career. Okay, this is quite an interesting read, I will say, pile one. So what I feel we are being shown here, as your story emerges, I'm actually going to dive into some tarot cards before I say too much. But actually also with benevolent guide and the worker bee here, it may be that actually somebody is asking you not in fact to separate from them, but to separate from some kind of a working commitment that is in the way of your happiness, to come away from something that isn't working for you. There's definitely a finishing and a conclusion of something. So if you are in a situation where, for example, it's work, and your partner or your family are feeling that you have no time for them, there's a sort of the person on your heart and mind is saying, look, could you not separate from this? Can you not see that something is not working for you anymore? You know, you're pushing yourself to the point where you're putting yourself almost like in a risky position, you know, and don't be so tangled and so tied in to that you can't back down from something or leave a situation. For some of you, there's a need. There is definitely a need here for something to end. Okay, let us get clear. What is the message from the person on your heart and mind? I do feel they are asking you to exit something, whether it is from them or from another situation. You're being asked to let something come to its natural end, and not to cling or to let pride get in the way. Okay, career pathway we've got here. So this could be a working alliance where things are not working very well, but you have an opportunity here. Triumph over troubles, obstacles. May we kindly ask for a message on pile one's person, message from the person on their heart and mind, from their person. You have the priestess first. This is your first card. You then have the Fool, and then you have the card of happiness. Well, you could not be clearer. You could not have a clearer flow of energy here in terms of being guided to a new beginning. Take a risk. I think for some of you, if we look at this, if we look at the energy and then apply this to your personal circumstances, I think there is a need to separate from something or someone in order to, because there is a new beginning around you that is better. Let's ask about this new beginning. It's like stepping away from something that you could be clinging to or clawing onto, holding on to, when it's actually not right. Something has reached its natural end. May I please, it's very clear, may I please ask for more information about this message from the person on pile one's mind? Princess of Discs. Now this is fascinating. Okay. Prudence. Okay. Now prudence requires nurture and also says you are protected. And then you have the Magus, which is the card of the Magician in a traditional pack. Let me just move these up a little bit so we can see them. Okay. The message from the person on your heart and mind is actually saying, it's really interesting, you're worth more than this. And this may be coming from, if you're in a difficult relationship where it hasn't really worked out, it hasn't really given you what you need, but you're kind of slightly clinging. Actually, at a level of soul, I think if this is from the person that you're with and it's not working out, I think at a level of soul, even if they are clinging to you, at a level of soul where there is a purity of heart, they want you to leave. They want you to have more. They're saying to you, you are worth more than this. You can have more. You can manifest more. There's a circumstance that is not looking after you. And there is a recognition from the person who's giving you this message that you deserve more and that you deserve to be nurtured, to be cared for, to be loved, to blossom. What is the great pride about? May we please kindly ask about the great pride? Pride comes before a fall. Oh my goodness me, look at what we have here, the Princess of Swords. This card literally speaks of, in the book that comes with this card, of like Jesus throwing the moneylenders out of the temple. It's like cutting through the crap, not complying to conformity. I think there is someone or a situation around you that has gone on for too long, actually. If this is not resonating with you, beautiful souls, then this is not the reading for you. You might want to check out one of the others. This is very specific. There's a situation with someone. It could be a somebody or it could be a circumstance, but something is not resonating with you. And I don't think it has been for quite a while. It may even be something that's never quite given you the nurture, the love you desire. It's never quite come to fruition. It's never quite manifested into what it really could be. Even though you've seen it as something that could be amazing, it hasn't. And this is a point where something has reached its journey's end, and you are being asked to really see this, to have the wisdom to see this. Beware of great pride. If this is a circumstance or a situation that you committed to, but you're fearful of backing down, loss of face, I'd be backing down. This is cut through the crap because you deserve so much more. And that's the message that's coming through. So whether this is someone looking in on your situation or even an existing partner saying all your energy is you're being torn apart at work. Why are you still there? Just leave. You deserve so much more. This is eating you up. This is giving you anxiety. Or if it is literally at a core level of purity of soul coming from someone who you've been holding on to, but at a core level of soul, they really, really know that you deserve more, or they're hanging on to you, but they know. They kind of know, and they want the best for you because actually at a level of soul they do. This is a fascinating reading, my beautiful pile ones. I'm going to draw some more cards just to sort of see if we can get a bit more information. Then I'm going to draw some love messages and just see, can we have a little bit more information, please, for my pile ones? Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, now the Knight of Wands is full of passion, vitality. The Knight of Wands is very much an energy of setting forth on an adventure. So I think this is really indicating that there is a new adventure coming to you. Yeah, whether this is the letting go of a circumstance so that you can actually literally surrender to someone who is around you, or to a different connection. But there is something that needs to terminate. So let's see what else we're shown. Okay, I'm seeing these three. We have the Four of Pentacles. Gosh, I think there is something right in front of you that you're not seeing because of still holding on to something that isn't working for you. It's a big decision, but I think there is something right in front of you that you're not seeing. It's a space of possibility, and therefore it could be this space of possibility with someone that you could be with. Yet we have the Page of Swords. I think with the Five of Wands, which is it's a competitive situation. Some of you could even be in a position where you're kind of choosing between two people. Which one do you choose? I think there is one that could be, choosing between two different kind of scenarios or situations. And I think you are finding it difficult to make the choice, but everything in your reading is really saying that there's something about flogging a dead horse here, that there's something that isn't working that needs to be let go of. So whether it's holding you back from a new adventure or a new chapter or happiness with someone, or you're in an existing relationship, but there's definitely something else in front of you. For some of you, the message from the person on your heart and mind is the message from someone who wants you to exit a circumstance. They want you to depart it. They want you to jump on board a new adventure. Presumably one in which they are involved in, even if this is friendship or if this is a working alliance, this relationship. You could be literally have somebody really trying to encourage you to leave a dead-end job and go work with them, and yet for some reason that this is a difficult decision for you. Let's draw some love messages. They do apply to relationships generally. Let us ask about more detail, particularly about the situation. I'm going to ask about the situation. Messages about the situation that you're leaving. Okay. We have, I don't have the words to express how I feel. Okay. I say the situation you're leaving, maybe you're not leaving, and that's the problem. Your body gives me so much pleasure. This could be somebody who doesn't. There could be somebody you're involved with who can't express themselves. The longing eats away at my heart. There's definitely someone, if this is for those of you with whom there is a love situation, there is, I think, the message, even if it's somebody asking you to leave something and come and be with them, for some of you there is absolutely a message that's coming from someone who for some reason is struggling to voice their feelings to you, perhaps because they feel you are unavailable, perhaps they feel you have too many commitments elsewhere. I think that is too many. Look at the way they jumped out. I almost feel like they want to move forwards, but they can't, or the longing eats away at my heart. I am angry, so angry with myself, perhaps because they can't speak. And then we have, I feel safe with you. I think that I don't think this is what you're leaving. I think this is what is available for you to go to. This is the new adventure. Maybe that's why you're not leaving, because this person can't, there's a circumstance around you and it's a difficult decision. There's something right in front of you and you're not seeing how beautiful it is somehow. But I don't think somebody is also telling you, perhaps they're not giving you the encouragement you need to exit and go and be with them, because, to exit your current scenario, because they're really struggling to find the words. And maybe they also, what they really want to say to you is, look, please leave the circumstances you're in and come and be with me. But actually, this is a bit of almost like a slight stalemate, where you're not saying anything to them, probably because you don't really know how they feel. You could even have divided loyalties for some of you with the Five of Wands. You know, they're not able to tell you how they feel, so you don't know. And you're not able to like commit because of it, or you don't feel able to. At the same time, I think there's for those of you looking at love, I think there is a very strong connection in front of you. I don't think you're with this person, hence the separation card. You're not with them, or not properly with them. And somehow you have to let go of something in order to be with them. That's coming through really clearly. Will we please ask for any more messages from this person? These are love messages, but let's ask what else we have. So many things remind me of you. I love you. Okay. Oops. I know that I crossed the line with you. I wish I could share my good news with you. Okay. Yeah. This is someone who can't... If you had a breakup with someone as well, what you may need to cut through the crap and leave behind, the journey's end, is also... It's especially with that pride card. If you're bearing a bit of a grudge, you might want to put that grudge down. Actually, let go of that. Because if that is the case, which it could be for some of you, really, this person absolutely kind of wants you to put this behind and move forwards again. Something's got to be let go of for something new that's right in front of you to come back into your world. Seeing this card, I would just hurt you more right now. I need to be alone. That's interesting. Gosh, I can see eternity in your eyes. You feel like a warm home to me, and this is where we have I feel safe with you. I think that someone on your heart and mind, I have no words for your kindness and generosity. I think someone on your heart and mind is genuinely, they can't tell you how they feel, though they feel very deeply for you. There's been either a discord between you or you're fundamentally not together. I think deep down they want you to be together, but they also don't know how to take it forwards. Can you kindly ask for more guidance? Another card for my pile of ones, please. There it is. I have had sleepless nights caught between confusion and pain. Okay. So let's get really focused on this and really just draw together the messages that have been coming through. Something has to end in order for you to move forwards on a new adventure. I think there is someone or something that connects to someone that is actually right in front of you. Now, you either need to leave something that's part of your existing world in order to be with this person or have a new connection, and they really want you to. However, I also think that they don't know how to voice their feelings. They don't know, and I think they are, especially if you're coming out of a difficult situation with the potential to move into another one, I think they are fearful of hurting you. They're fearful of something, of them not being good enough as well. But I think there is someone right in front of you who offers you a new adventure. Now we've moved into the love side of this relationship. In general terms, I do think something needs to come to an end. There's a need to close something down and move beyond. This is very, very interesting. Let's draw some more tarot cards and just see, can we get any indication as to how this might pan out? What might emerge from this? Two of Pentacles. Okay, there is promise in the new situation. There really is. There's absolute promise here. There's a kind of a bit of a labyrinth, like a maze to get through, to get there. I'm seeing these two. Yeah, look at this. We have 10 of Wands, and look how you're going to have to sort of like feel your way through this, okay? We also have the Ten of Pentacles. I think what is in front of you there is something in front of you that has great potential, whether it's a working relationship or it's love. You're going to have to feel your way through this, because I think you have to wind your way out of something, treading carefully, in order to then be in a position to move this forward solidly. Everything here is coming back, right back to the start. It's like there's something that you could really surrender yourself to, and the surrendering may also be acknowledging the feelings that you have about someone. And if you're sort of tentatively wondering if they have feelings for you, and but it would mean your situation would have to radically change to be with them, I think they do have feelings with you, and they are concerned about the impact on you if you leave or exit your situation. But they really, really, really do care for you. They love you. They want to be with you, and they would like to make a commitment with you, but they're fearful as well as to whether they can really give you, because there's something about you having to exit something, and I think there's a little bit of anxiety about how the changes would really affect you. But and they struggle to tell you how they feel. That's absolutely for sure here. When we look ahead, what we're really seeing here is that something in your circumstances will change. I think the key here, my beautiful pile ones, is that you need to carefully and in a balanced way, as a priority, think about how to exit whatever it is that needs to come to an end. Whether that's a job or a living situation or an actual relationship, you need to exit something first, or indeed a space of conflict that's existed because you're apart. I think you've got to navigate carefully how to work that one through. The wheel is going to turn here. The wheel is going, so something is going to change. And look at this, you have the King of Wands. Because you have the Magus, I don't think this is something that can happen overnight, but there is something right in front of you with great promise. And I do think if this is a love interest, this is somebody who really, really does care for you and they want you. And if this is a working alliance, they actually want you to come and work with them, but they're also fearful of upsetting the apple cart in your current circumstances, whatever this may be. If you were even asking about moving into, a new group of friends or something, there's an opportunity in front of you, but you'd have to exit a group to sort of get there. So there's something going on here in that way. That's the energy. Navigate it carefully. Just take it one step, even though you feel a bit like you don't quite know how this is going to happen. Just take this one step at a time in a very balanced way. And as you exit, some of you are also, part of what you're exiting is a situation that holds you back. I think there's a lot of maybe a burden of responsibility, and you need to exit to have a new adventure in a world that would be much more in alignment with looking after you. But you can process the exit. The wheel will turn and you will find yourself, I want to say, very much in charge of your own destiny. What these cards are saying is that your exit from something should be because it's the right thing to do in its own right. If you know that something needs to come to an end, then bring it to an end in its own right, rather than seeing something else as an alternative to sort of, give you the incentive to exit something. This is about choosing to exit something in your own right because it's the right thing to do. Complete something. Come to a journey's end with something. And as you do, the wheel will turn, and then you are in a position of kind of like self-mastery, which then may mean that what the new adventure in front of you can unfold, but in a place where you have a lot more choice than you currently do. Something of your choices is currently a little bit limited by some circumstances or an existing relationship. Or as I said, maybe there is a conflict with somebody. But if there's a conflict with someone, I can't help feeling there's a someone else or an alternative. It's very interesting. Pile one, I feel this is your reading, actually. It's very specific. It's just this sort of closure of something or needing to put something down, let go of it once and for all in order to have what is new and in front of you. But the wheel will turn, and this is really very much with the Fool card as well, about taking that risk and being prepared to step forth into the new, take on this new adventure, even though you have no idea where it's going. Because I think there is somebody in front of you who really does actually want you. And again, they're limited, they're held back because of your current circumstances. They don't feel able to speak and to really say how they really feel. There's a concern around how you would receive that, or what that would mean for you. So there's a great longing from a great deal of promise right in front of you. But I think the key is to sensibly, steadily, but also with the energy of the Fool, taking that risk. It's kind of about your personal choices, really, making that choice to actually wind something down properly, and that puts you in a position of kind of self-mastery, and then it's kind of like what you do is up to you, and where you go from there is there. But there is somebody most definitely who kind of wants you to make that move. I can't help feeling they're very respectful of your circumstances actually as well, this new adventure person or circumstance, or whether it's work or play. So pile 1, this is your reading. I'm enthralled by it, I really, really am. Beautiful souls, I will hopefully see you for another reading really soon. It's very specific, so if this isn't resonating, it may not be the right reading for you. Pile 1, tons of love. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you. Some of you have been making donations to support the channel. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. I'm really, really humbled. And thank you to those of you who give back through the super thanks in the comments. All of these things really do support and help the channel and help me to continue to put free stuff into the world. Beautiful souls, tons of love, and I look forward to seeing you again for some other readings really soon. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. We are asking for a message from the person on your heart and mind. Okay, let's draw your oracle cards first. I'm seeing this, and actually this one as well. Let's see what else we have. I love that you have Enter the Garden of Delights. We'll say the Tiger Eye energy is very protective. It's also worn, Tiger Eye is worn as a good luck charm as well, actually, which is rather lovely. I'm seeing this card for you. And let's draw some tea leaves and see. This is such a big pack, the tea leaves. I always think it's, I like to spread them out and just see what is kind of leaping out at me here. I think these two are showing up. And actually, I do feel these two as well, and that one, all from that end. How interesting. Okay, let's have a look at your cards, my lovely pile 2. We have, how interesting, you have Benevolent Guide. This came out in pile 1, so if you were drawn to pile 1, there could be a message for you there. We have Benevolent Guide, the Uncreated, so Spiritus Rector, Increatum, and then we have Darkening, Melanosis Darkening. Okay. We have Illuminate, Love It, and Clarity. Okay, right. Okay, the person on your heart and mind. The message from the person on your heart and mind. I think that the person on your heart and mind really, really longs for you or wants you. This does feel quite love orientated, but this doesn't necessarily mean it will be. We are asking about relationships generally at the start of this reading. I feel as though I think basically they don't know how you feel. And I think they range from, they would really like to have clarity from you. because this darkening energy and then illuminate. They would if they could be given a crystal ball and look into you, into your heart and mind, to see what you are thinking and feeling, they would be in heaven, assuming that you actually want something with them in some way. You want a connection. Now we have the card of success. We have the card of fan, lovely romance, celebration, party. This person's your biggest fan. This person really, really, really is really strongly tuning in with you. Now, we have the card of March. What I will say about this card is, now, this is a timeless reading, so you could come to this reading, you could be coming to it now as I upload it, which means that we are right at the beginning of April. But for some of you, you could come to this in 2 months' time, 6 months' time. But I feel this is giving me two messages. One is that for some of you, you may have met this person for the first time in March, or something happened or occurred with this person in March. But also, it reminds me of spring. And I think with these sort of like snowdrops, they look like little snowdrops, or even, I don't know if they're snowdrops or bluebells because they have a hint of blue. But there's something about the springtime. Here we then have kangaroo, a need to plan ahead, and also eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. Okay, all I get from this person here is, in these cards, is that I think this person thinks a lot of you. They'd like to know what you think. I think they want to move something forwards with you. Now, whether this is a working alliance or whether it's a love interest or a friendship, whoever this is, they want to move something forwards. They really, really, really see you as being, well, I think they just think you're pretty amazing, if I'm honest. They are your biggest fan. They see you, I think they see you as being somebody who's really got it sorted. And I also think their own circumstances may be a little bit unsettled. So they are possibly actually, I think partly their mind may also be on some other circumstances that are going on in their world as well. But they are big on you. They are absolutely big on you. Let's find out what they would like to say. Let's get some messages. I think they almost want to know how you feel. But let's ask, like they'd like guidance. If this is a working relationship, they really, really would like you to come and work with them, and they'd like you to take quite a leading role, to be somebody, because they admire you. You're somebody they feel they could trust and rely on, that they could turn to for help and support. Yeah, we have Prince of Cups. They absolutely want to move this forwards. We have gain. And we have disappointment, okay, but they are fearful. They're fearful of disappointment. They are fearful of if they approach you. This is why they want to know how you feel or what you think about them. Because if they approach you, you know, it's like in their wildest dreams, this is fantastic. This is going to work. This is the garden of delights. This is everything that you know. You're their lucky charm. But what if it doesn't? I think they're in the zone of that what if, but what if? What if, you know, you, he, she, they, what if you don't want them? What if you say no? They try to headhunt you at work, and what if you say no? They'll be so disappointed. I think they're navigating almost, they're looking ahead of time, and they're almost navigating their fears of what if this doesn't work out, or what if you say no? That's what they're fearful of here. We have victory. This is super nice. Okay. This kind of would suggest, actually, with the card of victory, that they genuinely do, either they see you as somebody that they could really do this with, or this is actually an indication that this could be a really, really good connection. You have also then the Seven of Wands. So you have the Six of Wands and the Seven of Wands, which would suggest, you know, we've got a progression here. Okay, then we have the Fool. Yeah. I actually, this is, take a risk, isn't it? So I don't know how you feel about this person, and maybe I will ask and draw a few cards. But in all honesty, this person would really be prepared to take a risk. This person would absolutely love to move something forwards with you. They really would love to do it. I think they even look ahead and they kind of try to imagine how things might be with you. You know, they want to create something with you. They see you as somebody they could build a world with. They're just desperate for clarity as to how you feel so that they can move something forwards. Let's ask. I guess there's a question around how do you feel? Pile 2, let me ask. How do pile 2 feel about this particular connection? Okay, 9 of Wands. How interesting. So you're not sure, or you're feeling a bit hemmed in by this person, or you're that's a very interesting energy. Perhaps your circumstances are hemming you in a little bit. Okay, but you also, okay, you've got 9 of, right, I get this now. You've got 9 of Wands, you've got 9 of Cups. And then you have the 8 of Wands. Look at this. Okay, so actually you're singing on completely the same page. That's what I'm seeing. Just as this person is in the what if territory, what if this goes wrong, what if that goes wrong, you're doing the same. You're looking for obstacles with 9 of Wands. You're looking for things that, again, it's kind of almost like you're looking for challenges. You're looking for what could go wrong rather than what could go right. Because I think, honestly, I think you are mirroring each other. They want to know what you think and you'd like to know what they think. I honestly think this is a complete mirror. So whether this is a working alliance, a friendship, or a love interest, for many of you this could well be a love interest. I think you're both in exactly the same position. You want to know what they think about you, and they want to know what you think about them. So what we see here with the 9 of Cups and the 8 of Wands is a real ability to move something forwards. This could move forwards and it could move fast. The 9 of Cups is so full of promise, as is Valor. And the 6 of Wands, victory. I actually think this is a really, really, really good connection. It may be uncreated at this point in time. It may, but this is you could march into this beautiful Garden of Eden here, really, most definitely. I think this is a lovely connection, and I think you're both in exactly the same position, and that's what we're seeing. I'm going to draw some love messages just to see if we can get an indication of further information from this person, for messages for you from this person. Okay, so we have, I am building up the nerve to approach you. I want to go on an adventure with you. I mean, this is just fabulous, isn't it? This is exactly what's happening. So this person knows how they feel. They are building up the courage, trying to build up the courage, and they so wish they knew what you felt. I'm guessing you're not giving anything away, actually, much with the 9 of Wands, are you? You're not giving a lot away. Perhaps you've been hurt in the past, if this is love, or you're not sure. Okay, I have never known a love like this. This is somebody who really, really, this is your biggest fan. This is somebody who really wants to take this forwards. They really, really do. There's no question of it. Okay, we have, I am not available. Now that's interesting, because that feels like quite a contradiction. Let's find out what this is about. What is this about? We will be together again. I want to feel that way again. Okay. Now that feels like a very different energy. We better get some more information about that. What is this about? I am not available. Triumph over troubles, obstacles. We saw a card that indicated looking ahead and needing to process some things, some uncertainty. What's the I am not available about? Is this literally not available, or is it sort of somehow somebody who is not available because they haven't got the nerve yet to approach you? What's the not available? 10 of Swords. Okay, that's very, very interesting. So they're coming out of something. They're coming out of something. the darkening as well. This will be a message for some, not all, but for some of you, the person, and they are absolutely your biggest fan, they are processing something, they're coming out of something. But look at that, we have the Ace of Wands. I feel like for some of you that something in this person's life has come to an end. Okay, now it's great because in a way you have re-given them that spark, that energy, that desire. I've never known a love like this. I want to feel that way again. If this is somebody you are in a connection with and you had a big falling out, I think they desperately want that falling out to end. That's what that card is saying. But there is something, if this is someone complete and they want to start again, they want a blank canvas, a fresh start. But if there is something that they are winding their way out of, I think it's reaching its end. Genuinely, I don't. It maybe when this card says I'm not available, I don't think it's that they will never be available. I just think that they're having, indeed quite quickly with the Ace of Wands. You may even be the person who has almost inspired them to feel that now is the time to move on. It's time to have love again. With We Will Be Together Again, I think also for some of them, if we link into the messages at a core level of soul, I do think this is one of those connections when you you almost don't even have to have exchanged words. There is just a chemistry there. And I think when you feel it, it is like someone you've known before. So you could have known them in a previous life. There's a very strong connection, but also of, as I said, like a mirror in both of you, not quite knowing how to move it forwards. We also have here the Four of Wands. Yeah, so this is really saying this could be very much a committed connection here with the Four of Wands. This is one of those connections where you feel like you've come home to someone, which is just lovely. Let's draw a few more love messages for you, see what comes through. Okay, well, we have this little cluster here. Let's go with it. My love for you goes deep. I'm so lost in the ocean that is you. I have no words for your kindness and generosity. This is lovely. This person the message is clear for you from the person on your mind. And whether this is friendship, a working alliance, or indeed love and intimacy, this person wants to move forwards and have a committed connection with you. They see you they really, really believe in you. They feel for you big time. They want to move this forwards big time. They definitely are wrapping something up here with the Ten of Swords. They could also be processing their own insecurities here. This could also be because see, there is a mirror here. Just as they may be processing their insecurities, I think you might be processing yours as well. You know, you could be quite defended around this because you don't know how they feel, but they could be equally defended, feeling like they have no, again, with the Ten of Swords, something's got to kind of complete, but they could have their own insecurities, which kind of make them not available. And because right at the start, we had here this card of unsettled times. It could be, sorry, I'm moving all your cards around, but I just wanted to touch base with this again here. It could be that they also are experiencing in some aspect of their world some unsettledness and some challenges that they have to process. And that may also come into being because they may be thinking, well, would you be interested in somebody who's facing challenges? Whether this is to do with their working life, their home life, their emotional life, their mental health. They could be really thinking, well, actually, pile 2 might not be interested in me because I've got this stuff going on. They feel like they've got to sort it out first. Actually, I think you both sing on the same page. I think you both want to move this forwards, whatever this may be. I think there's a really strong connection to do this. You've probably met before in a past life, and the connection goes really, really deep. And this is somebody who I think you feel instantly at home with, which is absolutely heavenly. Pile 2, I feel like I should go and buy a hat. For those of you for whom this is intimate, this is an intimate relationship. How exciting. And you have the lovely tiger eye energy of protection and good luck. That is wonderful. Enter the Garden of Delights. I feel this is absolutely giving you permission to enter the Garden of Delights. I really do. And, perhaps to show some encouragement to this person, because I think there is a mirror. And they are building up the nerve to approach you. I think there is a mirror, but they are fearful that you won't be interested, or that you're not, or that their circumstances, if they're processing something, would put you off. Pile 3, tons and tons and tons of love. Keep us posted. I feel unbelievably excited for you. This feels really, really, really delightful, whatever the relationship is. Tons of love, Pile 2. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. We are asking for a message from the person on your heart and mind. Let's draw your oracle cards first. I'm seeing this card here and also this one as well. Okay, so what is the message from the person on Pile 3's heart and mind? I am seeing this one and also this one here. Okay, and let's draw some tea leaves for you as well. I am seeing, yes, it's actually those two. This one I'm seeing, and this one. And that one. Let's find out and see what the message is from the person on your heart and mind, my lovely Pile 3s. And we'll draw tarot cards as well in a moment. Gosh, you have Soul's Sun, Sacred Convergence. You have Margarita Preciosa, the new pearl. I think this came out in Pile 1, I think. Spectrum Glass. Gosh, look at this. There is a spark here. Sacred Convergence. This is the moment in time. Look at the kind of fog around something and then this light. This is the point when, a pearl takes a long, long time to happen, to make, to actually make. It's like it starts as a grain of sand. We have sovereignty and we have connect. And look at these two hairs of fertility. Isn't this beautiful? Wow. And again, we've got a circle. Can you see this? There is like a stone ring here, and there's a hole in it. This absolutely is a sacred convergence. This is this is divinely timed. So whether this is a love interest, whether this is someone in your relationship at this moment already that you've known for quite a while, timing is involved for something to happen or for something to emerge or move forwards. There's a shift here. We have the card of March. This also came out in, I can't actually remember now. But anyway, I'm just going to focus on this reading. Claw came out in Pile 1. We have Pin, New Job, Career. We have Kite, Vacation, and we have Good News here. Oh, okay. Oh, Sacred Convergence. This is about to happen. This is imminent. Now, the card of March, regardless of when you come to this reading, because these readings are timeless, look at Sacred Convergence. We even have a circle here. Look at the circle of the sun in the hand here. Yeah, at the time of this reading, my apologies, I'm jumping all over the place, but I'm sort of like really excited in the energy of your reading. So, the Sacred Convergence, the timing, All of these readings are timeless, so you could come to them as I upload them, which will be right at the beginning of, we're now right at the beginning of April, or you could come to these in 2 weeks or 10 weeks or 2 months or 2 years. But what I see from the meaning of this card is that this is really, really, it's like a seed has already been sown, because literally we are in, I think it's the 4th of April today. Yeah, 4th of April. So we've just come through March, and March is a springtime energy in the UK here where I live. I think something is about to spring forth. I think something that maybe you've already sown a seed. If this is an existing relationship, something is to move forwards. You're to be offered something. So the message from the person on your mind: new job, career, good news, vacation. I think they want to invite you to something, or to give you something, or invite you to connect, invite you to work together or to live together. So it's like upgrading something that you all, for many of you, this is something you already have, but it's taking it to the next level. Sharing something with you. Now it's got, be careful, do not take risks, the claw energy. We need to find out a bit more about this. But this is a new phase, or a new, the next level, the next commitment, the next step, whatever this is. If it's somebody who you barely know, then the next level, the next step is about taking it forwards. I think we better get more cards before I say any more. May we kindly ask about the message from the person on pile 3's heart and mind. We have the card of prudence. This is the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, we have 2 cards coming through here. We have the King of Discs and we have the Fool. Amazing that the Fool card keeps showing up. So there's obviously a really amazing energy of new beginnings in relationship. However this is, or taking a risk, or feeling the draw or the pull to do something. I'm seeing this card and these 2 as well. Okay. I think something that you have nurtured, or that they have nurtured, is about to come to fruition. Good news. Maybe the person on your heart and mind has been working at something. Now they could be building up. I'm even seeing this as a ring. They could be building up to make you an offer. An offer that will take something into the future. I just feel the timing is right. There's divine timing. If this is someone very new to you, they're building up. They're building up to coming to tell you, to want to ask you something, to invite you to something. So it could be a new job, career. They'd like to pin you down. Be careful, do not take risks. We'll draw more cards specifically around this as well. We have the Hanged Man. So again, the timing is right to actually move something forwards. We have the Hierophant and make a commitment. We have a key here. And we have the Magus. There's chemistry, there's spark. This is a good fit. This is exciting. I'd like to know more about the good news, and I'd like to know more about do not take risks. What's the claw about? May we kindly ask, what is the claw about? Queen of Pentacles. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles is the Queen of self-care. So you do need to look after your own interests, I feel, or maybe they are looking after their own interests. Sacred convergence. Sovereignty again, looking after your own interests. Right, if this is a new job or a new career, and you or somebody, you get a message, I sort of, there's nothing here that says this isn't bad or that you shouldn't go for it or take a risk or do it. But there's something about navigating this with awareness, making sure that you think about the future that you're aiming for here. I mean, it looks really, really good. This is worth making a commitment to. This is a good fit. This is, there's chemistry. This is happening. But let's get more information. Yeah, we've got the Ten of Cups. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous connection. Okay, so the person on your mind, the message from the person on your mind, I think that they want to move something forwards, take it to the next level. I think they want you to make a commitment to something here. So whatever this is, love, work, business, friendship, they want a commitment. Maybe even if this is somebody and you're thinking, what are they wanting to say? They'd like you, they could even be like a friend saying, let's go on holiday together. I've found this fantastic holiday, let's do this together. But they want you to commit. They want you to kind of put your money on the table kind of thing. A commitment is being asked of you. And you're being asked to make sure that you honour your own needs within that commitment. There's nothing here that says don't do it. This looks to be fabulous, Ten of Cups. But make sure that you're doing this on your terms as well as theirs. This is looking good. The best way to start any connection or when we move to the next level is to make sure we're all really clear about what's expected, like a new job. You need a clear job description. Otherwise you set forth on something, but you don't really know what you're getting yourself into. Yeah, Nine of Wands. So there could be hurdles. Let's get more clarity on the message from this person. Could we have more clarity on the message from the person on pile 3's heart and mind? Okay. We've got 10 of Pentacles, King of Wands. I think unquestionably this person, this is really interesting. So I think unquestionably this person wants to connect with you and move this to the next level, whatever that may be. I think that they are concerned about whether or not, like whether they could meet your needs, whether you would be... Yeah, I wonder if they are a little bit concerned about whether they would meet your needs or whether they will be not good enough as such, but whether it would be like offering you the contract. How interesting. But they definitely want a commitment from you, and this is the really interesting thing. This has a flavour of a commitment. It's not just that they've got an end goal in mind as well. So that they're not coming in without agenda. That's what I want to say. No, that doesn't mean it's a negative agenda. I'm not seeing anything here that says it's a bit like somebody offering you a job or headhunting you. Well, of course they have an agenda. They want you to come and work with them. They think you're amazing. So there's definitely... But I think you need to be aware of that agenda. And I think you need to think about... Make sure that make sure that the deal is good for you. Own your own sovereignty with the King of Wands. I think this is something that can be worked through. But yeah, they most definitely want to work with you. They see you as the perfect fit for them. The question is what they're offering the perfect fit for you? Okay? Because they've got a definite end goal. Nothing wrong with that again. If the end goal is what you also want, that's fabulous. But this is about taking care of your own interests. If you were, for example, taking a relationship to the next level and moving in with someone, for example, you need to make sure that the needs of all parties are taken into account. If you're buying somewhere together, this is making sure, maybe let's say, for example, that you were paying for 2/3 of the place and they were paying for 1/3. Make sure you have a legal document that says 2/3 of this is mine. I'm not suggesting it's all going to go pear-shaped. It all looks good. But there's something about owning your own sovereignty in this. Okay, we also have, 7 of Cups. I sort of want to say guarding your own resources here. And the Emperor, again, a card of sovereignty. I see nothing negative in the person that you're asking about, the person on your heart and mind. I don't see anything negative here at all. I see something that could really work, and I see someone who is really, really ready to commit and wants to make a commitment to something with you. Your reading is actually simply safeguarding your interests, which is really interesting. It is a sacred convergence. This is coming together. The timing is right. May we please kindly ask for more information, actually, for my pile threes. We've got the Three of Pentacles. So yes, this can be moved forwards in a really good way. You're at a turning point. I don't believe this is someone who's brand new to you, like a complete stranger. And so if you're asking about someone that you've literally sort of caught sight of in the supermarket or something, I suspect this might not be quite the right reading for you, because this is about moving something to the next level. So Three of Pentacles, I think you are at a turning point where you can make that commitment. It's definitely a sacred union. It's a sacred convergence. You have the Queen of Wands. So own it. Own your right to choose. Own the shape that you want this to be. I think, interestingly enough, this person is actually very happy for you to take a lead in terms of how this might sort of, looking at the shape of the future. I think this person is very, very happy to take, not exactly a back seat, but even looking at these rabbits, can you see this one is just pausing and waiting, whereas this one is looking up at the moon. This beautiful white hare, not rabbits, the hares, this white hare is looking up at the moon, planning, dreaming in, and then this one is just kind of waiting patiently. Absolutely, they are connected, they are united, but one is more able to connect with the vision of the future, and I think that's you, pile three. So connect with the vision of the future, and then this person wants to completely commit and jump on board with you. So the message from them, I think, as well, is saying to you, look, I'm with you 100%. Take the lead here. I think they're really, really okay for you to take the lead. They are really happy for you to step up. Two of Swords, they're happy for you to make the decisions. Four of Pentacles, I think quite genuinely, and this is so sweet, I think they trust you to make the right decisions and choices. They don't need to know everything. They don't need to know all the details. They genuinely believe that you can do this. They believe that you can see the future, probably clearer than them. And because of that, they are really, really happy, I think, for you to take the lead. Three of Swords. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe also, it may be that some of you, I will use love as an instance, but this could be any kind of relationship, and we'll draw some love messages in a moment. But I actually do feel that some of you may have had a bad experience. Perhaps it would be like moving in with somebody, buying a place together. Well, understandably, you might be more anxious than them if you've had a previous bad experience. I think they are fully aware that you have had different experiences that they cannot fully understand because they haven't had those experiences. So I think this is somebody, and again, it could be like if you have been offered a job or you've been badly let down by friends. I think this person is offering you friendship and a commitment or whatever, or a job or whatever it is. They are offering to be committed, but they're genuinely happy for you to take the lead. I think there is a real recognition on their part that you have had experiences that they simply haven't had. I think you have experienced the world in ways that they haven't, and they are genuinely happy for you to take the upper hand here. You can make the choices. And actually that's because you've had challenges before. So it's appropriate for you to make sure, for you to be comfortable about moving forwards into such a committed and joyous situation. And everything looks wonderful, sacred convergence. Everything looks really amazing. But for you to commit to that, you need to be at ease. And I think that they are aware of that. So one of the messages from them is to say, look, you take the lead. I'm fully committed to you, but you take the lead, and that way, you'll be comfortable and we can sort of do it on your terms. But I think that's what they're offering to do here, whatever this is. Let's draw some love messages from them to see what comes through for us. May we kindly ask about messages from the person on pile 3's mind. Right, isn't that interesting? I don't feel good enough for you. Wow. I am watching you from afar. I'm building up the nerve to approach you. I have never known a love like this. Okay, that is so sweet. Right. I don't feel good enough for you. I also think this person does recognise that you have had more life experience than them. And I think they are genuinely wanting to move something to the next level, but they're also stepping back from this. I think there is an awareness that they don't know everything about you or everything that you've been through. I also think that they are trying to build up the courage, maybe to sort of say to you, I don't mind how you do this. This can be on your terms, but this is what I want. Yeah, look at this. I want to tell you how I feel. Yeah, I will wait for a sign from you. I wonder if you are happy without me. Gosh, if you have separated from someone, if you've separated from somebody, I think I think they're kind of wondering. I'm wondering if you are a little aloof here, okay? This is what's coming through here. Because of your own agency, your own sovereignty, your own need to be independent as well, your own need to be in charge of your decisions, which is fine and completely supported here in this reading. But I wonder if that gives you a little bit of aloofness where somebody feels like they can't quite connect with you, like you're very much in charge. In a way, that's lovely, but it could also push people away or make them feel like you're making plans without them, or that they're not really involved in the planning of this, even though they really, really do want to, I think, commit and move forwards with you. Okay, gosh, we've also got, I regret lying to you. Now, this is a message for some and not all, but I wonder if some of you have... This is somebody, again, wanting to come back together because they want the commitment. So somebody wanting to come back. Maybe they couldn't tell you how they felt, or they weren't totally honest about something and it's caused you to feel really, really uncertain. For some of you, this could be about coming back together, is taking something to the next level. Let's see what else we are showing. I'm going to draw some tarot cards around this. In fact, let's do that first. I regret lying to you. Let's draw some tarot cards around this. May we kindly have some cards to ask about the I regret lying to you. This will be a message for some but not all. Okay, Ace of Wands. The regret is genuine. I think they really, really, again, we just see that spark, that passion. They want to move something forwards. They really, really do. Well, bear with me. Somebody's literally knocking on my door. Pile 3, how interesting that I was just interrupted by the arrival of a gift. I think this is literally, if there's been any discord in any connection with somebody, because I do think this is an existing person, I think they really, really, really regret the discord. Perhaps they've been a little bit defensive about your feelings around something. Look at this Nine of Swords. I feel that you may have retreated a little bit from them. We have the Magician. So we have chemistry. We've got the Magus showing up again. I think if this is somebody who has, which could be for some and not all, it's a general reading, but I do actually think if any of you have, when I said this is taking a relationship to the next level, for some of you it could be a getting back together. I think anyone that has, if any of you who have had a problem in the past, if you'd even left a job and they'd like you to come back, this is a definite sort of, let's take this forwards. We want to make a commitment. We want to have this happen. There is a spark. There is chemistry. I think you may have withdrawn a little bit here. This time is very interesting, of course, because all the cards of sovereignty, all the cards here, the Queen of Wands, you have the Emperor here. These are all about sovereignty and about you doing it on your terms, of course. So whereas I was using an example of like buying somewhere together, make sure that you look after your own interests. If this is a coming back together, then this is actually do it on your terms. Tell them how you feel. Take charge of it. Tell them what is okay with you and what isn't okay with you. Either way, I think that challenges can be overcome, and I think this person is genuinely very committed to trying to move something forwards, and they want a commitment with you. That is what's coming through here. How interesting that somebody arrives here with a bunch of flowers for me, which is very lovely and not done in this line of difficulty, but nevertheless, how sweet and lovely. And what a lovely part of the message. It's like somebody sending something to you, giving you something. Let's ask for some more love messages to see what else we are shown. May we kindly ask for some messages that come from the person on pile 3's heart and mind. I live for your smile and would die for your kiss. You turn loose heaven within me. This person is so committed to you. This person really, really is committed and wants that commitment back. I know you are my other half. And we have one more. I know that the fire burns in you the same as it burns in me. So this is somebody who does believe that you are meant to be together, and they do believe that your feelings run as deep as theirs. But I think there is some regret that some of you, something was said or done. Yeah, there's regret that something was said or done. Very interesting, you have the Aventurin heart. Aventurin is a great healer. I do actually think that this is a connection that has a future. That's what seems to be being shown here. I know in a way you could say we never know when we start something, but it does seem to be the case. This person, I think, who is on your heart and mind, whatever the context of this, whether it is love or otherwise, they want to make a commitment to you and they would like you to make a commitment to them. But there is definitely, for whatever reason, whether it's through a discord or just generally, that you need to look after your own interests because of history. Whatever has taken place, it is absolutely right that you look after your own interests and that you take the lead in how this moves forwards. Not that it doesn't or it does as such, but providing this is something that you want, that as this moves forwards, that you are the one that sort of defines the shape of how it will be. And actually the person on your heart and mind is totally honouring that, for their own reasons, whether they have an awareness of the fact that you've had experiences they haven't, or whether there's been discord between you. Pile 3, this is your reading. I am sending you all the love in the world. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm sending you so much love. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much to those of you who have been donating to the channel. I feel ever so humbled, and thank you to those of you who've donated through the super thanks in the comments as well. Don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon if you want to make sure that you never miss a reading. I am sending you so much love, beautiful souls. Tons and tons of love. See you soon, I hope, for another reading. This is looking totally cool, pile 3, but on your terms.